The timeless beauty of Glacier Bay, a story of ice, water, and resilience.
In the remote wilds of southeast Alaska, where the jagged mountains of the Coast Range meet the chilly waters of the Gulf of Alaska, lies a place of stark beauty and profound history, Glacier Bay National Park. This place, where ancient ice and modern waters dance together, tells a story that spans thousands of years, from the slow grinding of glaciers to the vibrant ecosystems that have flourished in their wake. It's a story of time, resilience, and the power of nature. The birth of Glacier Bay, the age of ice. The history of Glacier Bay is written in the ice. Over 200 years ago, when the first European explorers arrived, the land that would become Glacier Bay was not a bay at all. It was a vast sheet of ice. This frozen expanse, part of the larger Juneau ice field, was a massive glacier that stretched for miles inland and reached all the way to the sea. The place where the bay now sits was covered by a glacier as thick as a skyscraper, carving the land with relentless pressure and deep crevasses. But the ice was not eternal. Over time, the glaciers began to retreat, slowly moving back, revealing land that had been hidden for millennia. The ice would push forward and then pull back, shaping the landscape in dramatic ways, carving fjords, creating deep, clear blue waters, and scarring the mountains with sheer rock faces. The first human inhabitants of this land were the indigenous Tlingit people who have lived along the southeastern shores of Alaska for thousands of years. Their oral traditions speak of the glaciers and the spirits that inhabit them, weaving stories of the land's transformation and the forces that shaped it. They were acutely aware of the cyclical nature of the glacier's advance and retreat, and they adapted to the ever-changing environment. The Tlingit believed the glaciers were powerful, spiritual beings, and their mythologies reflect a deep understanding of the forces that shaped the land and the animals that lived there.
go on for infinity. Color-coded just to keep me sane. My world is finally starting to take shape. I press the button and it bursts into life. This time nothing will escape my sight. I see the stars and the planets soon follow. Expect to have the universe by tomorrow. Just sit back and relax, don't worry. The world can wait, no need to hurry. The arrival of Western exploration. In 1778, when British explorer Captain James Cook sailed into the waters of what would later become known as Glacier Bay, the glaciers were at their most extensive, forming an icy labyrinth of towering walls and frozen rivers. Cook and his crew were the first Europeans to lay eyes on this magnificent place, but the bay was far from unknown to the Tlingit. The Tlingit had long navigated the waterways, using their expert seafaring skills to travel between the islands and the coast. Cook's visit was followed by other explorers, such as George Vancouver in the late 1700s and John Muir in 1879, whose journeys into the heart of Glacier Bay would profoundly impact both scientific understanding and public fascination with this otherworldly landscape. John Muir, the Scottish-American naturalist and founder of the Sierra Club, is perhaps the most famous early advocate for Glacier Bay's preservation. He arrived during an expedition to study the glaciers and was awestruck by the landscape. Muir's observations would help raise awareness of the ecological importance of the area. He marveled at the rapid retreat of the glaciers, something that was unprecedented in human history, and it sparked his lifelong passion for understanding the delicate balance between nature's power and fragility. It was Muir who would draw the connection between the retreat of the glaciers and the potential impacts of climate change. The story he uncovered was one of extraordinary dynamism and resilience, a constant ebb and flow of ice and water, life and death.
The transformation of Glacier Bay. When the glaciers began retreating in earnest around 1750, they revealed a striking landscape. What had once been a frozen wilderness was now a world in flux, a land of exposed rock and sea, where life slowly began to take root again. The retreating glaciers left behind a barren world, a land covered with loose rubble and bare rock, where the soil had been scoured clean by the weight of the ice. But life is tenacious, and even in the harshest of environments, it finds a way. Slowly, tiny plants began to take root in the rocky soil, followed by hardy shrubs, grasses, and wildflowers. Birds arrived, migrating from distant places, and animals such as bears, wolves, and seals found new homes. The glaciers that had once dominated the land, cutting it off from life, had created a blank slate for the emergence of a new world. As the glaciers continued to shrink, the waters in the bay became a rich and fertile habitat for marine life. The fjords filled with plankton, which in turn supported a thriving ecosystem of fish, whales, sea otters, and seals. The bay itself, once a frozen tundra, had transformed into one of the most biodiverse areas in the world. This dynamic interaction between the ice, the land, and the sea creates a landscape that is constantly evolving. The glaciers are not static monuments of frozen time. They are agents of change. They carve valleys, deposit sediment, and shape the coastline, leaving behind a legacy of growth, decay, and regeneration.
The birth of a national park. In 1980, Glacier Bay was designated as a national park, part of the larger Tongass National Forest. It is now a UNESCO World Heritage Site, recognized for its unique combination of glaciers, marine life, and coastal wilderness. The establishment of the park marked a crucial step in the preservation of this remarkable landscape, ensuring that it would remain protected for future generations to witness the interplay of ice, water, and life. Today, Glacier Bay is a place where visitors can witness the forces of nature firsthand. Tour boats and kayakers navigate the fjords, while hikers venture deep into the wilderness, taking in the views of snow-capped peaks and verdant valleys. The glaciers, though smaller than they were in Muir's time, still tower over the bay, calving enormous icebergs into the frigid waters. In the summer months, the park is alive with wildlife. Bald eagles soar above, humpback whales breach in the distance, and sea otters float on their backs, cracking open shellfish with stones.
The land's rich history is felt in every step. From the ancient glaciers to the Tlingit people, from the early explorers to the modern-day adventurers, Glacier Bay is a place where the past and the present coexist, and where the future is shaped by the actions we take today. It is a living, breathing testament to the resilience of the natural world, a place where life always finds a way, no matter the odds.
A fool could leave the sky, there's nothing. I sit on the fields and hear the cheap beep beep goes from somewhere. My breath and light run together. In the sky I saw it and she gave me a single flower. I hope your future is warm and bright. In the meantime, brush your innocent hair. Feel warm inside. You let me know I'm filled. So if you are hit by your ruthless fire, instead of you. Instead of you, you're my treasure, oh yeah. Her long eyelashes have come to look like mine. It's just like seeing myself. Such an insane society, but you're no exception. You will meet with disaster. That's why I hope your future is warm and bright. In the meantime, brush your innocent hair. Feel warm inside. You let me know I'm filled. So if you are hit by a ruthless fire, instead of you. Instead of you. Oh, 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 yeah. I don't need much. As long as you're happy now. We can never be like feudal. No matter what, I'll protect you. I don't need much. As long as you're happy now. We can never be like feudal. No matter what, I'll protect you. I don't need much. As long as you're happy now. We can never be like feudal. No matter what, I'll protect you. You let me know how I'm filled. So if you are hit by a ruthless fire, instead of you. Instead of my treasure, you're my treasure, oh yeah. You gave me a single flower. You gave me a single flower. A fool.
The continuing story. The story of Glacier Bay is not one that ends. It is an ongoing tale of transformation, one that continues to unfold with each passing year. As climate change accelerates, the glaciers of Glacier Bay are retreating faster than ever before. Yet, even in the face of this challenge, life persists. The glaciers will continue to retreat, and new ecosystems will emerge. What remains constant is the enduring power of nature to adapt, to renew, and to thrive. For now, Glacier Bay remains a testament to the timeless beauty of the Earth, a place where ice and water, land and life, come together in a dance that has been ongoing for millennia and will continue long after we are gone. It is a reminder that the Earth, in all its wildness, is constantly changing, yet forever eternal. And perhaps that is the greatest story of all.
gone. To me she'd say, everything you want is a dream away. We are legends, oh, every day. That's what she told him. Turn your magic on.